system of linear inequalities, notice you have two equations. Both of the equations are inequalities because they're not just equal signs. So on this, you will see that we have y is greater than 2x minus 3, where the negative 3 is the y-intercept. Sorry, that's a really bold pen. But so that the negative 3 is the y-intercept, so I know that I have to start on the y-axis at -1, -2, -3. The 2 is my slope, so I need to go up 2 and over 1. So up 1, 2, over 1, up 1, 2, over 1, 2, over 1, over 1, over 1, and then also down and back. Now, since this is just a greater than, remember whenever we were talking about inequalities before, greater than means you have to shade it above. So that's why you see these pencil marks here. I'm showing that it's shaded above that line for that system or that equation. Now let's look at the other equation, then we'll talk about why there's more colors on there. So then we have y is less than or equal to -4x plus 1. Again, this is the y-intercept. This is the slope, so it's going to be -4 over 1. So I need to start on the y-axis at 1. I'm going to change to a color not green. So I need to start at a +1. Now I need to go down 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1, that's my slope, and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and back 1. Now if you notice, this first one is a dashed line because there is no equal sign. This one has the or equal to, so it's a solid line. So that's why you see the two different types of lines. One is dashed, one is solid. This one is less than because we come to the little part of the inequality first, so it's got to be shaded below. Remember, I used to have the guy stand on the hill and say it's below him, so that's why you see it shaded below. Notice the steps. We already graphed both of the lines. Shade the correct solution. We did that. Step 3, find the solution area that applies to both. So since it's a system, it's where both of them are equal. So that's why this area over here is the shaded area, because it's where both of them, where it's greater than the first line and less than the second. If it was in this area right here, it would be greater than, and so on and so forth. So that's why this is called the solution to the system, because that's where both of them are shaded. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this one says given a solution, but we're still just going to graph it. So if I gave you these two lines, yes, you already see the equations, but notice it crosses at the y-intercept of 1, 2, 3. So you know that your y-intercept would have to be a +3. So that's a +3 y-intercept. And then if it says a negative, or if the slope is going down, so it's going down 1, 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, then you know that it is a slope of -2. Less than or equal to, so it's a solid line, so you know it would have to have the or equal to. And since it's shaded below this line, notice this is below this line, then we know that it would have to be less than. Okay, let's look at the other line. So the other line crosses at a -1, -2, -3, -4, and then it's going up 1 over 1. So since it's going up 1 over 1, you would just put x or 1x. And then since it's less than, or since it's below, you know that it's less than. It cannot be equal to because it's not a solid line. So they're both shaded below. Notice below and below. And then this one is a solid line, so it has to have the or equal to. This one is a dashed line, so it's just the less than.